What's up again, guys? Look at what we got here. Axe in the building, guys. Here from Kansas City. Look at this, guys. Partnering with me and LaFigure partnering with 808, guys. And they got a really fat target here that's been offline for almost 2 days. No war gear on. But he's so big, who would ever try him? Now, the thing about it is the people and the players in this kingdom, K39, people know that this guild, 808, has been running through any target that is not online. And if you're online and you can't eat rallies, 808 is coming for you. So let's get into this video. We got the target starting right here. His name is Karma Sama. This is, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think it's Chinese. I don't know, guys. But does that matter? Does it really matter in Lord's Mobile? What nationality or kingdom or guild you're in? The only thing that mattered is if you can beat zeroed. And that's what we got going on here, guys. So I'm going to spare you guys so much details. And we're going to get into this warrant as I speed these rallies up. Let's roll. Let's make it happen, guys. Here we go. So I've sped up the video. I would like it to go a little faster. But I'm actually really recording most of the rallies so you guys don't have to have a lot of the fillers and intermission things that's going on in between rallies. So I'm trying my best to kind of speed things up as fast as possible and, you know, not have you guys waiting through all of the hits. 4.6 billion might, guys. That is a lot of might. I didn't know that the player had anti-scout on, or off, should I say. He had his troop comp exposed. So we knew, or should I say they knew, automatically, immediately, and off the back, they knew what his troop composition was, how many troop he had. They knew immediately. He did not have anti-scout on. So they knew what kind of troops he had in there. And they went to work, guys. Now, the first thing they did was fill his prison. And they got assistance from players all around the kingdom. Not that everybody around the kingdom wanted to see this guild zeroed or this player zeroed. People were just pitching in and helping. For me, I think it was just about getting kills. I wanted to get some kills, so I have no problem joining my competitors in here and helping them zero a player when I know I'm going to get some kills out of it. Now, 808 did a day ago or 2 days ago, something happened with this guild here, guys. This guild right here, this guild TUC, they had something happen where a lot of players were offline. I was thinking that maybe they had an internet problem or something went on. Server problem. I don't know what happened, but they had multiple players in their guild got zeroed, guys. Anything under 2 billion might, but mainly the things around 1 point whatever billion might. Anything under 2 billion might basically was getting zeroed that day. And of course, not their biggest player here. Their biggest player there, he sits in his war gear. Their biggest player, he's actually the biggest castle in the kingdom. And that player is the GEM, the GEM. He's the GM. He's like 6 point something billion might. He has a lot of troops, but he is so smart. He's been playing Lord's Mobile for a long time. He keeps his war gear on. He still plays here and there, logs in when he wants to. He can do what he wants because he keeps his war gear on, and he has good war gear. So he's not the kind of castle everybody just wants to immediately try to go in and zero. It will be difficult. Plus, as I said, he comes online often. Okay, so let's get into this, guys. Here we see everything going down here. It's just going to be really good here. I would have liked to got some rallies in, especially in cavalry, since cavalry is one of my strongest stats. But unfortunately, I could not get any rallies in because this is their target. This is their fund, so I was just helping on the side there. So there you see that there's the first hit. Not a ton of damage, but there was some damage, guys. So those are the two rallies there, because I think in those two rallies we got like 100 and something million might from him that he dropped in first rally. As you can see, I was sending large amounts of troops, which wasn't fair, guys, because I asked when I came into the guild. My first message was, is there a rule? Do you guys prefer a certain amount of troops and things like that? Because some guilds want you to only send a small amount, so that way the entire guild and all the players can get some kills and participate. But no one answered, so I sent damn near the max. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get any rallies in. I did do one attack, guys. Lost my leader because I thought that they were trying to solo the remaining troops that were in there because everybody was attacking it. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I just didn't pay attention to that. But no harm done. It's okay. As my dude said, as Don't Pull Out said, I still got 300k kills, so that's pretty good, right? But lost my leader, got capped. That's crazy. Anyway, let's look at what's going on here, guys. Here's the troop comp right there. He has 95 million troops left, a ton of T4. He had a ton of T3 in there, guys. He is built improperly, and I'm just now noticing that. Hardly no T2, guys. Like, really? Where's your wall at? It's okay to use T3 as a wall, but that would need a wall with a wall with a wall. I'm built pretty damn solid, guys. So, and I don't really give a damn about being zero because I can use the kills. It will be very hard to zero me. It really would be, guys, because I have such a really good composition, even though I have T3, but this guy here, he doesn't really have T2, guys, in his comp, which T2 is probably the best wall you can have, guys. I will admit that. I'm not opposed to having T3 as a wall, but I just think T2 is much cheaper. They're just much cheaper and easier to make and replace as a wall. And they're low might. So they just are the best troops to use for a wall. So what I'm going to do, guys, I really do want to speed the video up some more. But if I do, it'd be really too fast then. So I think it's really at a good pace right now. So... And then you can see I paused for a minute. I think at this point I had some... At this point, I think I'll pause here and speed it up a little bit because I was outside for a minute. I had a visitor. So let me pause. Okay, maybe I didn't pause. I don't know what happened, guys. I'm tripping. I don't know what happened. But the screen like was paused, so maybe I actually hit the... I don't know how I would hit the pause button when my hands are not near it. But who knows what happened. Anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, pretty good. They're pretty good. 808 is a really good, mid-range, or they're really good war guild, guys. They've had so much. I mean, they have come to this Kingdom K39. They picked the right place to come. Now, you don't really know when you're migrating what kingdom you should actually pick. Because you don't know what it's actually going to be. But they just so happen to pick a really good kingdom to come to, because our guild has given up so many kills. It's so embarrassing. I'm talking about, and some of the players in our guild reheal and get zeroed again because they're offline in war and no war gear, or just offline, sleeping offline, not online, monster hunting gear or whatever. And just giving away a ton of kills, guys. The thing about it is you have to have a guild present there that can take advantage of that, which 808 is. They're very active, guys. very active. And we have went back and forth with them. I've gotten a few times where I've burned a few of their castles, and they have, zero quite a few players in our guild, guys. They love to hit with familiars too. I've been hit with more familiars by this guild than probably my whole history of Lords Mobile. That's how they love to send familiars, and I like it, guys. I like their spunk. I like their participation. I like their attitude, guys. They're cool. I mean, but we're competitors, so it's cool. It's all good. There you see the troop comp there. What he has left, there's that other hit there. So I don't know how many hits that is so far, but we will go over that as well. He said he started with 120 million troops, I think. 120 million. He's definitely getting dealt with, guys. This guy, it's not the worst thing nowadays to get zeroed. It's not the worst thing because of the sanctuary. It really isn't. But nobody likes to get zeroed nonetheless, except me. So there you have it, guys. But really great guild. They're really good war guild. A really good war guild. They kind of like, to me, they kind of like give me the best example of some of the guilds who don't have all the emperor accounts in them and who don't have all the maxed out accounts in them of a guild that does rallies daily. And also keep in mind, you have to have a kingdom where you can have the liberty and the freedom to do rallies every day, all day. Because you can't, what 808 is doing in K39, they may not be able to do in, say, K1 or K10 or some of the, in some of the kingdoms where you have a lot of maxed accounts that are in some really good guilds that most players cannot go into Fury. So, it's, the game is lopsided indeed. It's really lopsided. But I guess no matter who you are, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. There we see the person down to 70 million troops, guys. 70 million troops, guys. What's up, Lemon? Lemon is getting his fun in. I didn't get any rallies off. I would have loved to have gotten a Cav march off. I'm pretty strong in Cav. But I wasn't able to get that off. It's no biggie to me. I'm about the kills. But it would have been nice because I would have liked to seen how hard I would have hit the player in comparison to the other rally leads who were hitting him, just to see the damage that I could possibly do. So here we go, filling back up, guys. Yes, we have some YouTube videos coming, guys. The gym giveaway videos are on their way. They're uploading right now as I am redoing this video right here. So in just about a couple of minutes from now, we got another video is going to be fully uploaded, and you guys are going to win some gems. I'm going to be giving away over almost 2 million gems, guys, to people who have watched the videos and who participated in the last event that I had and in the last gym giveaway that I have. So congratulations to all those winners out there who actually participated in that. So yeah, here we go, guys. It is almost over for this guy. That last hit combined of 224. Once he loses his cavalry, his infantry, it's pretty much over for him. Yeah, once he loses his infantry, there you see his beautiful gear. There's the first burn, guys, at 3.2 billion might burning. 200 million might drop, guys. 290 million might dropped. Burning at 3.2 billion might. Let's go take a look at this dude's the war report. So here we are. Now I think that this may be the last Cav march that we're seeing. There he is, guys. 394 billion might loss of 100 million of that was from us. The rest was from him. He doesn't have a gang of troops left. Let's go back and look at that other one there. Let me see. All right. He has He has no infantry left, guys. No infantry. Let's scoot this out the way some more. Scoot it over here. Some. No infantry left, guys. That is not good for him. Trouble for him, guys. That's trouble for him. Burning, guys. 3.254 billion might burning. Unless you know anything is possible with a certain comp, guys. But that doesn't mean that every 3.2 billion might account will burn. They're just, he doesn't have any infantry left. But it was a good job, man. It was a wonderful job. It lets people know if you're offline for this took my initial recording was 40 something minutes, and I did a lot of pausing in there, guys. Just to kind of get the rallies only and not a lot of the setting the rallies and filling the rallies and all of that. So I would say an additional hour. So about 2 hours. This took about 2 hours. It's right now, it's 5 o'clock. My goodness. It took longer than that, guys. I think I started on this at about 2 o'clock. And I think by 4:30ish. So it took about 2.5 hours, guys. And right now it's 5:30. So I would say, and I just did the other two videos. I did the other two videos, and that took probably about 30, 40 minutes. So it took every bit of 2.5 hours to zero this guy, which ain't bad. It gave that person 2.5 hours to get online and pop a shield or put on his gear at least, right? And get in the right phalanx. But he didn't do that, guys. He stayed in La La Land. He said, no, I'm not going to get online. I don't get it, man. Good for us, bad for him. Bad for him. So it lets me know, and keep in mind, the rally leads in 808 are not maxed accounts, guys. So they don't hit anywhere near as hard as some players do, as some players who are maxed accounts. As you guys know, I'm getting a look at my Turkish chain there. I think I'm out of ice here, guys. You guys like my Batman? I picked this up. Look how much this thing costs, guys, for this tumbler. Can you guys see that? This tumbler, it keeps the stuff super cold. It keeps it colder than anything I've ever seen. I bought this in Branson, Missouri, guys. If you guys are in the United States, and if you're close to Missouri, if you haven't heard about Branson, Missouri, they got a lot of entertainment. It's like a mini Disney World or something. Anyway, back to the video, guys. That was the next hit there. All right. What we got going on now? 461 billion byte loss, of which over 300 and something was that guy's. There will be a rally or two that I was not able to get in because of either I'm recording and trying to show things and not paying attention to all the messages. One of the things I was not trying to do is show all of the actual content messages, the guild messages they were doing. I was kind of trying to respect that in a way. Not 100%, but, for the most part, trying to. Sometimes it's good to show it because you get a chance to see what they're talking about and, stuff like that. So, hey, baby. So, yeah, it was a great war. I thought they really handled it really well. I don't know what necessarily makes a guild choose cavalry first on a rally. So a lot of people choose range sometimes. So it just depends on what the comp looks like when they get to it. And if I had known that he did not have anti-scout on, I would have scouted, and that would have made more sense, possibly. But these guys are rally leads. I'm not a rally lead. I lead rallies, but I'm not really gifted at it yet. There is their strongest player right there, Salty Boto. He's got their best gear that I know of. I don't know if he's their best experienced player, if he's their best rally lead. I don't think he has the most kills either, but he's definitely. That's my dude LaFiga. What's up? Yep. Anyway, so it was good overall, guys. Here he is right there in range, hitting him. He is at 2.6. It is just going to get worse and worse for him after this point, guys. Some really super big hits. Once a person is broken down to just two troop types, two troop comps, then it definitely gets easier. But that first hit is always a little bit hard because, if he has range and cavalry left and we send range, we're still going to have some range on range problems there. But, yeah. But after a hit or two, then it gets so much easier now. It happened real fast, guys. So the thing about it is not having those battle reports on those several first rallies, on the first 6 or 8 rallies, or however many it was. I think it probably could have been the first 6 or 8, yeah. But not having the battle report, it's hard to kind of know. But I don't know if they knew his phalanx that he was in or not, which that makes a difference too. But I give them the props. I give them their props. We had multiple players from different guilds, such as Lemon and myself and another person. He was I think he's a Russian player. But we had multiple people from different guilds come in and help. I came in because I actually thought I was going to be able to help get lead some rallies, but I'm more than happy to come in and just feel. Gives me a chance to get some kills. And because we couldn't feel. LaFiga tried to feel. LaFiga, we were going to rally, but yeah, that's another story. There he is, guys. 30 million might left. $30 million might left, guys. This is where I thought I saw. No, that's a rally there that just took place. So we're filling the rally here. Yep. 15. He has 10 million troops. This is where I got a little confused. I guess I got off track. I was either paying attention to something else and wasn't actually paying attention to what was going on. And I thought that they were soloing the castle. And here I go in with a solo, guys. Infantry, because he has range left, right? 10 million plus things going on here, guys. And yeah, I got capped. Can you imagine that? Let's look at that again. Where did the confusion come in? What made me think that? I will show you guys in just a second here. I think when I saw that disbursement, here it is, guys. That's 18. Here comes the hit. Lemon looking great. Really great account. Here's the hit right there. He's at 1.9 billion might. Here I am joining the rally, the next one. There's the troops sent. That's where I saw a disbursement right there. So I'm like, what just happened? I saw all the players dispersing, and then it looks like I saw them soloing it. My eyes and my mind play tricks on me, guys. 10 million range in there. Let me back it up and show you again. Here's the scout. Here's the report. 10 million range. No, 18. No, that's 11. That's basically 11 million range. 10 million T4 range. 800K T5 range. All right, here I go. I don't have an army attack on, but I'm going to send in an army. Let me slow it down even further for you guys to show you the ridiculousness. So let me show you guys the ridiculousness of it. Here I am. I'm going to set my infantry talents. I don't know what made me think that they were soloing it, which I don't really, that's just how much I don't care. And then don't pull out. He always got something slick to say. He's like, that's why we want only our guys to lead. I was like, yeah, that's a good point there. So I was able to get my infantry gear on. Bow. Infantry gear looking sexy, guys. You guys know it. And here we go. And I'm going to set. Oh, my goodness. I'm about to say, did I send all T5 range? That would. No, I'm supposed to be sending infantry anyway. Infantry. I skipped one infantry there. Infantry. I'm rushing too, guys, because I'm trying to get some of the kills as well, but not paying the best attention. And I need to go back in again and take somebody out because I don't have another good infantry hero in there that I need in there. So go back up. I take that purple guy out of there. Put Princess in there. We're good to go. And I'm not sure. And I'm thinking I know those are infantry, and that's a debuff. But I'm thinking I put in bubble prize instead of fear spike, which is a cavalry. So I put one of the wrong familiars in there. And here we go. We're gonna put some infantry in there, 192. And then we'll put some more infantry in there, 197. And we are going to attack a player with 10, almost 11 billion range. And what kind of damage do I do? I'm at 5.15 billion might. Here we go, guys. Getting capped. What is this? Withdraw squad. I didn't mean to do that, of course. No, I wasn't going to do that. But look at that, guys. Oh, that was costly. 15 billion might. Not the worst. But it was not paying attention. So I don't know what made me think that, guys. That was pretty bad. All right, let's speed it back up, guys. All right, so there you have it, guys. Your boy Axe, always acting up. 16 million might lost there, 100 and something troops lost. And there I was tripping. Look at these. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I thought you. And then watch what he says. You don't pull out, says. Yeah. Anyway, it was funny. That was funny. I always gotta do something crazy. Oh my God, look what don't pull out says. Oh my goodness. That was funny, guys. That was real funny. Nothing like having a great time. Silly as a mug. Gotta enjoy Axe, guys. Air from Kansas City. All right, so this guy is almost done, guys. This is almost over, guys. This is just about it. He only has enough for one more hit. as we're about to see. And it is over. And I did change infantry gear. I was wondering, did I even change the infantry gear? It's like, damn. It's like, what the hell, man? It happened so fast, right? I put in AC, and there should be an axe in there. Look at all the axe in there, guys. Axe for sale. I don't give this one. Beautiful gear, guys, right? Nice. Was that infantry gear, though? You know, whatever. There he is again, guys. Here we go. 1.92. Now he has only 200 range. Now I can send some infantry in there and capping. But you don't do that when you don't take people's lead like that. When you're not the guild that found the target. I think that's worse than towel hitting. All right. So here we go, guys. That does it. He has cooked roast, guys. 1.4 billion might. And he's out of here. Good stuff. There you have it, guys. Really good stuff. Put my face to the video and post it. That was a good video, guys. That was a pretty strong kill, guys. Pretty strong kill. 1.4 billion might, guys. He's a whole new person. A whole new person. That had to hurt. That had to hurt. All right, guys. That did it. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching the video here from Kansas City.